Hi everybody. Today we're going to do a special stream. For those of you that are watching me on Twitch right now, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and follow me. And you can watch my other videos as I make them. For those of you that are on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like button, that way you can catch more of my videos. And for those of you that want to be on the other platforms, just go down in my comments and you'll find them all. Or down in the description, you'll find every place I'm at. Anyways, today we're going to do a special stream. What we're going to do is, there is a problem with the Wii U control pad and the Wii U controllers. Now, my controllers are older now, okay? When I got these, that's when the Legend of Zelda game came out for the Wii U. As you can see, I got the Legend of Zelda edition of the Wii U. Okay, so my game console is actually rather old now. Now, I can play both of these controllers, and they work fine. I have no issues out of them, other than I can play with this for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours if I'm lucky now, because the battery life has actually gone down. And it's about the same with this controller here, but they both work, okay? But there's actually a second reason why I'm actually doing this video, okay? A lot of people don't realize what happens to battery packs when they actually become older. Not only do they just die out, but some battery packs can discharge on the inside. And when I mean discharge, it's not that the battery goes dead or anything like that. Some do, some don't. Some of these batteries can start swelling out. Well, if they swell out too much, they will crack and rupture. And before you know it, you'll have acid come out into your controller. It will destroy everything around it. Okay? So, if you are going to keep one of these older consoles like I do, and I have all the Nintendo consoles, you have to do these little repairs on these, okay? Now, if you're someone that your battery life is just not up to par, this will cover that. If you're someone that just bought a Wii U, and you just bought these controllers, okay? And you'd like to have a fresh start in them, well, this video is for you also. So basically what we're going to do today is, I got on Amazon, I ordered a new power cord, new charge cord. I ordered 2 new battery packs. Now, I will end up leaving these items that I purchased down in the description of my video on YouTube, okay? So if there are any of you out there that wish to purchase these products, I am an authorized Amazon representative, so I can actually sell this stuff through my site. So anyways, my YouTube channel is called Starkey Family Gaming and Fun, okay? My Twitch channel that I'm on right now is called Scott Explorer and the digits 400, okay? So anyways, any of you that are looking for these items, jump over to my YouTube channel after this goes on, and you will actually find these down in the description. Okay, so anyways, here's what we're going to do first. Let me go ahead and put these controllers up. Let's go ahead and do an unboxing of these, okay? So the first one that we're going to do is the Wii U controller battery. Okay, and that's the pack. Okay, so let's just go ahead and open this up. Maybe. Hey, it even came with a little screwdriver. Imagine that. Okay, so we will put that over there. Now this one here is going to be for this controller. Okay. Oh, I take that back. This one here is going to be for the Pro controller. Sorry. This one here is going to be for the Gamepad controller. Okay. And let me show you my new charge cable. I'm actually still using the original charge cable, so I thought I'd go ahead and pick up an extra one. Okay, now if you see a common trend on this, that's because there is. This Tommy brand, okay, now they're not paying me to actually talk about their product, but what I am going to do with this, I will actually have these on here so you can buy them if you'd like. But I wanted to tell you about these Tommy products. I have never bought one that's been bad, ever. The quality of these products are extremely good. Not only do they sell stuff for the Nintendo products, they sell stuff for Xbox, PlayStation, and some of the older consoles also. So, anyways, one thing I will tell you, if you are out looking for a PlayStation 3 controller charge cord, these right here are extremely good. You know, you buy some of those charge cords for the controllers, and when you go to plug in your PlayStation 3, the only way that you can actually get your controller to work is you have to plug it in first, and then it syncs the controller up. And then after that, until you unplug your PlayStation 3, then, you know, it works off of Bluetooth. But these controller cables, it's the same thing for the Wii U. Just letting you know. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to show you what I got. Okay. This is a nice thick wire. The terminals are extremely nice. Extremely, extremely nice. Okay? So, this is fairly long. So, if you want to use this from a distance, you can. Now, through the Tommy Company, you can get these for like, you can get 4-foot cords, 6-foot cords, you can get 12-foot cords. Okay? But nothing that I purchased is very expensive. Let me go ahead and look this up and show this to you. I am going to pull up my Amazon account, and let me see here. Okay, so you can see right here, I paid $7.99 for this cord. Okay, you can't go somewhere and buy this for $7.99. What you're going to buy is, if you go to another store, is crap. Okay, and you'll probably pay $10 to $15 or more for it. These are extremely good. Okay, now let me look up the battery packs. Okay, can you see that? I paid $10.24 for this one right here, and that's for the Wii U Pro controller. Okay, so not expensive. Okay, now this one here I did pay a little bit more for. You can get these on Amazon or eBay for not this brand, but you can get these for anywhere from like $7 or $8 to maybe $10. Okay, I paid a little bit more just so I could get the Tommy brand. This one here I paid $16.99 for. Okay, if you can see that. So there's actually a reason for that. If you come across a name brand of item that you use for most of your products and you've never had a problem with them, something like this is not where you really want to go cheap and buy a no-name battery that will take you 2 months to get from China or wherever else, not knowing if it's good or if it's crap. Okay? The Tommy brand that I got on here, most likely everything is going to be fine because, like I said before, I have never ever had a problem with it before. Okay, so let's go ahead and open these up. We'll set these down. Now I will tell you, this is the first time that I have actually had to replace the battery in my Wii U controllers. So I actually have not done this before. I have not looked at them inside it before. I've had no reason to. I'm not too sure about this little screwdriver, but it's there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these off to the side because we're not going to need them right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the actual Wii U Pro controller. Make sure, because you don't want to scratch these things up, okay? Make sure you put a towel down, just like I have. And that way you're not scratching anything up, especially when you're getting to this controller, because you do not want to scratch that screen up. I put a screen protector on there on day one of purchasing this. It's got the same protective cover over it. Never had a problem. So let's go ahead and open this up. Not there. I'm hoping we don't get these apart and the battery's already busted. Otherwise, we'll be doing a clean out. Okay, everything looks nice and clean in here, as you can see. Can you see that? There we go. Everything is nice and clean inside, so that's good. Let's compare the batteries. Looks like the same thing to me. Now, as you can see, that was a, there we go, an original Nintendo battery. Now, I'm going to bring this up here just a little bit so you can see the number on that. That is a CTR-003, okay? So, it's the same thing as what I actually purchased. So, like I said, I will have this battery in the description. And let's go ahead and install it. Oh, I just do want to point out one thing though. You see the Nintendo battery, 1300 milliamps? Well, the Tommy battery is actually 2000. So what that means is I'm going to have an extremely long life on this controller. So, just keep that in mind. Okay, you see these three terminals over here? You're just going to match them up inside. Drop the battery in. You got two little latches right there. Put that in first. Lay the cover down. And all you're going to do is, don't force it. Just lightly tighten up the screw. It's just a really small Phillips head. And there you go. I don't know if this has any power in it or not. Hey, yep. It does have some power on it. And actually, it just kicked on my Wii U, if you can believe that. So even though I pulled the battery out, it did not unsync the controller. But I will tell you, before I use this controller, I'm going to plug this in and let it stay plugged in overnight. And I recommend you do the same thing on your control pad. Whether you put it in the cradle, like I will be putting it in the cradle. Or you just take your cord and just plug it in. Like on here you have a plug there, and on here you have a plug there. Now the cord that I ordered is for the actual control pad, okay? So I just want to make that clear. And the wire for the control pad is actually different than the wire for the actual Wii U controller. So, just want to make that clear. And this one here is the one that actually, the Wii U Pro controller is actually the one that uses the same cable. I told you wrong on this. It's not the control pad. It's actually the Wii U Pro controller. That is actually the same. Okay? But you can actually go on there, and I will actually look for the link for this wire also, since I didn't order one. And I will put it in the description just for those of you that have PlayStation 3s also, that you might have a problem coming across wires. But anyways, we're done with this now. So now, let's go ahead and we're going to do the control pad. Just make sure you put some pressure down when you're unscrewing these, because you do not want to strip them out. And as they turn, you don't have to do the pressure. Make sure you use a very good screwdriver. You don't want to use some rickety screwdriver because you don't want to strip this stuff out. Because keep in mind, you're only going to do this once how many years. So, okay, so that was pretty simple. And it looks like this battery here, looks like everything is good to go. And as you can see, that is an original Nintendo battery, as you can see. So let's go ahead and unplug this. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, so here's the original battery in the Wii U. If you're wanting that battery number, it is WUP-012. Okay? Now, this is a rather larger battery, and it is shaped a little bit different. So this whole battery here is going to fit in this large compartment. Now, here's the major differences on this battery. It's the same voltage, okay? But this is a 1500 milliamp battery, okay? Which is fine. It's good for, I believe when I first started playing this, I could get normally about 7 hours of play out of it. This is a 3600 milliamp battery. So, I have no idea how long the controller will last under play, but this right here is more than double what this right here is, okay? So, If I get 10 hours play out of this, I'm going to be more than happy, because at the end of 10 hours, guess what? I'm white. But I may end up getting more out of it than that. Who knows? But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. So anyways, let's go ahead and plug this one here in. I do want to show you this. Do you see this little notch? Can you see this little notch right there? Make sure that notch is facing up. Okay? That right there will give you a little bit more control. If you ever have to replace it, you can get your finger in there and pop it right out. Okay, so got two little notches there. Make sure your wires are not pinched anywhere. Guess what? We got a new battery in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the cover back on. Okay. So I have no idea if this has power. And it does. So that's good. That means that these right here are still powered straight from the package. So that's good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. And the reason being is, before I start using this controller, I would like to make sure that both these controllers are fully charged. That's very, very vital for the livelihood of these battery packs. Now, you saw these right here. These are in great shape. Okay? There's no bulging on either one of these. And I do have a rather old console. But you also have to keep in mind there's a difference with me. I am a person that takes care of all my consoles. I don't leave these to rot for months and months and months and months with the batteries completely depleted. Okay? And I'm also not a person that keeps these on the charger 24 hours a day. When you do stuff like that, it overheats these batteries, and over a period of time, it destroys these batteries. Okay? So, I'm not saying to not put your controller on the cradle, or not to charge it up and keep it charged up so you can play it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you know that your controllers, I own about every console you could think of. So when I do these videos, I may have another console. Before I had my Wii U over here, I had my PlayStation 4 hooked up. Okay, so what happens is, when I decide to do a video and I decide I'm going to play a Wii U game, well, I take my PlayStation 4 and I pack it up and I put it in a different area of my home. Okay? That console could sit there for weeks. Who knows? It just depends on when I come back for it. Well, this Wii U, I'm planning on doing some games, so I wanted to make sure I did this video on the batteries. So now I've got this console over here, and it's going to be hooked up here for a while. In the meantime, my PlayStation 4 is not going to be hooked up. Now, just to give you an idea how I take care of that, if my PlayStation 4 controller has been unplugged for, let's say, a week, okay? Then I will plug that controller in and let it charge. After it's fully charged, then I unplug it, okay? But I do the same thing with all of these. That's how I take care of them. Now, you have some people that have had these on the shelf for 2 or 3 years. They've quit playing them. And then, you know, recently they may actually get the stuff out and decide, hey, I'm going to play this. Those are the ones that are going to be more prone to have issues because everything has been discharged. Everything has been set to basically rot and die. So, anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is not only do you have battery packs in some of these controllers, some controllers require normal AA batteries or AAA batteries. For example, the original Xbox, those controllers take AAA batteries. If you take those batteries and you leave them in your controller for an extended amount of time, let's say 2 or 3 years, well, when you go to use your Xbox, you may still have some power on there, but the likelihood of you taking that cover off and your batteries are leaking and you have this green acid everywhere dissolving everything, it's just something to think about, okay? If you're using normal standard batteries, always take your batteries out when you are going to leave your controllers or other items, you know, for an extended amount of time. If you are going to package up your Wii U controller or your Pro controller or your Gamepad controller or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If it has these little battery packs in that you can actually pull out, if you know that you're not going to be playing them for a couple years, I would tell you to actually remove them. Okay, now I know you do have some controllers like a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4 controller that you can replace these batteries in, but they're not friendly to do, okay? So in circumstances like that, I would every now and then charge your controller up, at least. But if it's something like this that's easy to replace, pull them out. It's not worth it. It's absolutely not worth coming back a couple years later and you have acid destroying everything that you own. Okay? So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all learned something. I'm going to leave the link for the batteries and the cable in the description. I hope you save some money. If you want to use those links and buy the same products I did, go for it. You all have a great night, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. And if you're over here on my Twitch channel, follow me. Come watch my other videos. Watch me make new content. So anyways, down my description I'm going to have the battery packs, but I will also have my other channels linked. I have a Facebook gaming channel. I have a Facebook group. I have 2 YouTube channels. One on my normal job where I repair stuff, I load stuff. I've got the gaming channel on YouTube. I've got 2 Twitch channels. The Twitch channel that we're on right now is my retro gaming channel, which I mainly play retro and family style games. And then I have another Twitch channel that I play adult games, more like Warzone, Call of Duty games, Warzone, fighting games, Mortal Kombat, things like that. So you all have a great night, and I'll catch you another time. Have a great one.